Biggest day we've been waiting for in this country. Well, we don't support violence, but just for today, there must be a war. There must be two wars. Yeah. One at Baba Yara Sports Stadium, 7:30 p.m. this evening. Ghana will be clashing against Nigeria. And yesterday, the BBC sports journalists who were on the show said they were predicting a 1-0 win for Ghana.
Yeah.
Johnny and Bella are here this morning. Johnny, what's your big bite it small? Just bite it just a little bit.
Okay.
What's your biggest prediction for today's match?
Today will be a 1-goal win for Ghana.
1 goal.
One.
All right.
1-goal agenda.
Okay.
And that's because, the Nigerians are warming up to come and cook the jollof.
Exactly.
The Ghanaians have started already.
Okay.
Yeah. So
They've been defeated
Don't
already.
dress it. Let's be as frank as possible. Don't garnish. They are late. And that's the
Nigerians
same
are
way
late.
They will
will
be
also
late
be late and they will
for the
lose the match.
Thank you very much.
Simple.
Okay.
Bella Mundi.
Hey, it's a 7-2 win for Ghana.
No.
7-2.
We need to see what's
Oh,
behind your
7-2.
shirt.
7-2.
Yeah.
I'm
Go,
rapping
girl.
as Samoa
Go,
Jack,
girl, go
Yeah.
down
even
a
though
little
he's not
bit.
playing.
Go down a little bit.
Hey,
Go
our
down.
pastors are watching.
Oh, okay.
Good morning,
Your
Pastor.
pastors are watching this morning.
Let's see yours as well.
Oh yeah,
So-
what is
so
it
who
saying?
are you
Number
repping?
5,
Go here, number
Cookie
five.
Tea.
T.
Yeah.
I remember Michael Asian for repping this
Okay.
number,
Okay.
and he did tremendously well for Ghana. So I'm bringing back memories this morning, and I pray that same spirit that Michael Asian carried. He had this synergy with Stephen Appiah and Muntari.
Yeah.
Those three were just phenomenal on the pitch. Well, these
And
new
that's
guys.
and that's because most of them played what we call the Colts teams. So they used to play all the Munchendi Colts team around the Choco, Bukom, and Probi, Kolegono areas.
Yeah.
So they knew themselves. They had some bond already.
Okay.
And that's the thing that perhaps we lack in this, new team.
formed team.
Because most of the players who we field are in players who know themselves.
Yeah.
Sometimes 2 weeks, 3 weeks, and then we ask them to go and play on in major tournaments. So it's one of the things we need to start looking at.
But
How
that's
to
where
develop
the-
local football,
Yeah.
and then how to make the players mature and not immediately look at profiteering by selling them.
Well,
So we need
true.
to let them mature.
Yeah.
Once they mature, Abedipele matured, Stephen Appiah matured, Asamoah matured. I mean, name all the guys who you make reference to. They all were allowed to mature. So they were not hurriedly rushed onto the international market. Today it's
true.
changed.
But I
Johnny-
also think, just quick one as well,
Sure.
that it also rests at the doorstep of the captain.
Exactly.
Because as a good captain, you are supposed to show leadership skills.
Yeah.
Even if you barely know each other, you know that there's a big game ahead of you. What are you supposed to do as the leader of the team at that moment? Even aside, the technical team, the coaches and all of that, to ensure that there's some synergy among
You
guys.
see, skill
Sometimes so
skill
and
is good.
I'll just use Asamoah Gyan as an example.
Right.
And even Stephen Appiah. Because look at the kind of leadership skills that they demonstrated when they were the captains of the Black Stars. Are we seeing that? I think Dede is doing a good job. I'm not here to downplay whatever he's doing.
Okay.
But I just feel like we miss the kind of leadership that the likes of Stephen Appiah and Asamoah
And
Gyan
it goes
had.
back to my earlier point. You see, if and when you know the people, and when you have had a bond with them,
Yeah.
and when you know what they know and feel what they feel,
To work
it's easier.
together.
Because most of those guys, I mean, if you ever had gone to a Hearts of Oak training or a Kotoko training, you hear them speaking the local dialect. Mole, mole, fole, eh, block mole, eh. You know that kind of thing.
True.
When-
And sometimes even in the international games, you can actually
You can hear them
say
do
all
that,
of that.
because
Yeah.
these are people who have played together for a long time, and sometimes, I mean, back in the day, you'd have somebody play maybe at TV3, and then there's another team waiting on the sideline to whisk that star player away to go and play, say at Metro TV or at Onya FM or whatever it is, and it was a thing. It was happening, even though they were not making financial gains from it. They were happy to do it. That kind of love, if the GFA is minded to bring back the love, that kind of love must be engineered right from the bottom. It cannot start at the top, where, all of a sudden we bring players from outside because they are big names, and then you have such an important game, and the key players in your major league in your country, your Premier League, are not part of it, really. I mean, in entire.
I thought for some reason
Oh,
he'll
well.
also be added to the team.
Would he want to
I
play?
just thought.
for Hearts
Oh,
already.
I just thought. I get what
He's
you mean,
playing
but this
for
is Black
Hearts.
Stars.
So he should have been
So
called
I
back into
thought,
the team.
I was just thinking,
Nah,
and those
he-
were questions that a few people were asking
He's
as well.
paid
I
his-
thought that it would have been
his-
nice.
No, he's paid his dues for the Black
Oh,
Stars
but you see,
already.
at this point,
He's
it's a
giving-
critical
he's giving
moment.
the baton for the newest ones to
I
take
just
over.
wish
So
sometimes you can combine the old and the new if you really truly want the
Then-
results that you
then-
require.
Then it will
this
go
is
on.
a World Cup
Then
qualifier.
it will go on to say,
Italy is
okay,
out.
then Asamoah Gyan should come back, Stephen Appiah
A
should come
whole
back.
Italy is out of the World Cup qualifiers.
I
So
get
that should
it.
tell you how critical this is for
So
us.
you
so
would
I
have
would
loved
have
them Muntari.
I don't know. I'm a big fan of him as well.
Okay.
I think that he still hasn't lost his style of play.
Right.
And we saw that when they played not
Exactly.
too long
Yeah,
ago.
Hearts of Oak.
Would it have been possible to at least call him to join the Black Stars? Maybe just to give that leadership,
Later,
quality as well.
later on the
Maybe.
show, Michael Oteje and of course Thierry would be joining us. I probably would just throw this question to them and see what they have to say.
Anyway.
But you out there watching us also, would you have loved for some of the old Black Star players to have joined this new
This
squad?
question is dicey.
Talk about
They'll tell you all of them.
Well,
No, I'm saying that they will tell you, you know what? Bring back all the old
But you
ones.
see,
Anyone
it's
start not pulling their weight,
also
right?
because, like I said earlier, we're not giving them a chance to mature. We're looking for so much from them, but do they get a kind of support? A little too early.
Yeah.
So we bring somebody from, and most of the players we bring from outside. These are players who have names because they have people they play with.
Right.
They have formed a team. They have created that bond I spoke about, and they have a certain kind of synergy. When you lift that person off, and then you just immerse the person in a brand new team where they know nobody, they are now going to form that bond, and that's the problem. So Bella is here, I am here, Cookie is here. We host TV3Newday, and it looks very good for everybody. Then you pick me or Bella or Cookie, and you put her or him in an entirely different team, and you're expecting the same result. It doesn't happen
You can get
overnight.
the same.
It takes time.
Anyway.
It takes time. So
It does.
the old players who now we see and say, oh, wow, because we allowed them to play for a long time. How many years didn't Tony Bafo and Tony Yeboah, Kwame Ayew, Abedi Pele, Yao Preko, how many years didn't we allow them to play together?
Yeah.
Sule Muntari, Michael Essien, Asamoah Gyan, how many years didn't we
Right.
allow them to play together?
Right.
Even Dede Ayew, Dominic Adia and his team, we allowed them to play.
They did.
So why are we not allowing these ones to play? And we change our coaches too often.
Anyway, so the highlights for this morning's show is the Jollof competition between a
It's
Nigeria.
a Jollof war. Jollof
Yes,
war.
No, Jollof Derby.
We want a
That's
derby.
what. Yeah, that's the
Exactly.
hashtag that's
Derby,
also on
right?
Oh, Jollof
online at
Derby.
the moment.
Okay.
Yes.
Derby between Nigeria and Ghana. Unfortunately, the Nigerians are not even here.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Am I late?
This is the same
So
thing we're going
if
to do on
it's
the
anything
pitch.
This
to go
lady
by.
is a loaned player from Ghana.
From
Yeah.
Ghana.
Yeah, she's
Why
a
are you even
loaned
helping
player
them?
from
Why are
Ghana.
you helping them?
She's
Leave
helping them to do that.
Leave them. Let
So
them
you are-
be late.
Because what Haja is doing now, and Haja is doing the Ghana
Can we
jollof.
see them? Can the camera just go
Haja
there?
is doing the Ghana jollof, and you are trying to do the same things Haja is doing to assist the Nigerian team to come at par with the Ghana jollof. Because all these garlic and things that you're doing,
It's Ghana.
they are not things that the Nigerian jollof uses.
They don't do that. Yeah.
I mean, they eat gravels.
Hey.
Yeah. Gravel.
No, but if we don't take care, you see the way you're helping them. What if you give them all the ingredients?
No,
and
but
they're
hold on a
nice
second.
than
All
them?
of this
Go
that you're
help
doing,
them.
all of this that you're doing, is it for Ghana or it's for Nigeria? Is this the Ghana prepping or the Nigeria prepping?
This one is for Nigeria, but I'm doing it for Ghana.
This table,
This table
is for
is-
Nigeria, but you're doing
Ah.
prepping for
So
Ghana.
yeah. Oh, Omo Naija.
Aha.
There's nobody.
So
There's
in
nobody.
actual sense, there's nobody for the Nigeria.
Hey, Naija. Meanwhile, everything has been provided for them. Oh. From saucepan to blender to cutlery
do
to.
they use saucepan?
But
Yeah.
but we also
They
don't
use it
understand
for
you people. But you people have your table, so why are you prepping on the Nigerian table?
Because they are not here, so we are using their table.
I don't know.
Cookie,
That is it,
have you
that
ever
is
heard Nigerian jama before? Ah, okay.
Minty be that.
No, but maybe today we'll hear that because I hear a number of them are also here
Yeah.
Nigerian
to
Jama.
support. It won't be bad.
Mm.
On Nigeria, we
No,
dey
no,
come
no,
on.
no, no, no.
We dey
Excuse
come.
me, Eba.
Excuse you. Anyway, newspaper review of the big issue coming up right after this. But today is an extraordinary show that you should look forward to, especially big issue and then the sports discussion that we'll be having later with Michael Oteje, Thierry, and other sports journalists who will be speaking to here in Accra and in Kumasi. as well.
Johnny, score for us.
Here we go. Here we go.
Charlie, don't spoil. Woo! Go Black Stars!
And Johnny
One goal, that's it.
scores. Exactly. So this is what we are going to be doing this evening for Ghana. But let's know what your predictions are. Hashtag TV3Newday, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, everywhere else. Our social media number, our WhatsApp number is also active. So let's know what your predictions are. Maybe sometime along the show too, we can open the phone lines so you call us and then we have a discussion for this evening.
See you
Welcome
after the break.
to TV3 New Day.